There was something about Darren that was so engaging. You'd look at him and just start smiling, and he had that effect on anybody who worked with him. What happened was, I'd be watching him and I noticed that he'd imitate everything you did. Like, if you winked, he'd wink. You know, if you stuck your tongue out at him, he'd stick his tongue out at you. I really thought, because he didn't talk at all, you know, he made no utterances whatsoever, I thought that he was the lowest functioning kid, you know, but I was wrong, and I would draw a line and then stop, and then Darren would draw a line and then stop, or wait for me. And then I'd draw another shape, and then he would draw a corresponding shape. I remember that first day I went to meet the children. I was like, I brought all these prejudices with me as far as like what I thought what an autistic individual would be, you know, like something like Rain Man or something like that. They really aren't copies, they're more interpretations. I'm sort of the navigator, pointing him towards a direction, and then he sort of elaborates on what I do. At that point, I noticed that I was getting like this huge stack of drawings. And I started thinking about it. Yeah, I started taking it seriously, and I thought, I'll go to one of the galleries in Chelsea that I knew of that specialized in this sort of, I don't like the term, it's called outsider art. And they were at first very standoffish, but when they heard the story and then when they saw the work, they became very interested. We were working quite well together, and then Frank Maresca contacted me and said, "Oh, we'd love for you and Darren to be in this show that's coming up." And that's the funny thing, is when people say, "Oh, I think his work is much better than yours," I'm like, I'm flattered more than anything. So I feel like I did my job.